What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here, and I just got my box of returns back from Amazon, and I already went through everything, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys the kind of stuff that gets returned to me from buyers on Amazon, and reasons why they might have returned it, and how Amazon handles these items and ships them back to me. It's kind of you have to take returns with a grain of salt, because there are so many things that get returned to me that, I mean, definitely shouldn't, or the condition they get sent back to me shouldn't be. The worst I've had that I can remember that got returned to me was a video game I sold. I got shipped back the video game without the case, cracked in half. Completely just snapped in half video game, no case. I shipped it complete in the case, all that good stuff, and what I got back was a video game snapped in half. Now, you could call Amazon, you could complain. Of course, you know, you want to do whatever you can, but sometimes returns happen, and I'll show you guys exactly what I have here. So the first item we have here is a Mafia 3 video game for Xbox One. No case, it just got sent back to me, disc only, in a plastic baggie with a sticker on it, so that kind of stinks, but the back still looks pretty mint. No scratches, nothing like that, so I'm happy there. I guarantee this will still work, so we will put it into a replacement case and ship it off that way. The next item we have here, and I really only sell VHS tapes if they are brand new sealed. I could tell my sticker is not on the back. It's Amazon's return sticker right there. So that means that mine was brand new sealed. I had my Amazon barcode over the plastic wrap, and they sent me back a used VHS tape. So I don't know if you guys know much about selling you VHS tapes on Amazon, but used ones aren't really worth too much. New ones aren't really worth too much. I probably paid 50 cents to $1 for this, and I looked at the new price. It's selling for about $14 to $15, so that's not a bad profit. Used, it's selling for like $6 after fees. I'd get 50 cents. It's not even worth it for me to do anything with this, so it has to get donated. So that's kind of a shame. Probably somebody watched the movie, didn't like it. They're like, you know what? I bought the $15 new one. I'm going to watch the brand new one and then return it. Why couldn't they just buy the used one and save money? I guess it doesn't matter when they're getting a refund in the end, right? Next, we have Saints Row video game. Normal, everything looks good on the inside. I originally shipped this off in good condition because you could see I have a label on the back as well. Whenever I ship video games in good condition, it means they come with the disc and the case, but no manual. So I am happy to see that this is fine. Also, no scratches on the back. So this wasn't a bait and switch. Maybe the guy just didn't like the video game, or the girl didn't like the video game. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. Next, we have another video game. Now, sometimes I like to switch it up. Sometimes I will ship my video games, and this is sort of a newer thing I've been doing. I ship them in these paper containers, right, with this little plastic on the front, and I stick my sticker right on the back there. Also, I sometimes ship them in these blank CD cases. These offer a little more protection, but I do notice that they get cracked really easily in shipment, not so much to Amazon's warehouse, but to the customer, because I've had a few returns in the past coming back in these cases that are all shattered and broken. Now, I don't know if it got to the customer all shattered and broken and they got upset, or if it got shattered and broken when Amazon decides to just throw stuff around, because they don't really care about returns. They care about getting the item to the customer, and when it comes back to the seller, it's not in the best of shape. So, for newer games like Blu-ray disc games, this is Wii U, but for Xbox One, PS4, they never, I mean, they're very hard to break. So I've never had one break in this paper sleeve before, so it's safe enough to use. You know, justifiable return. It was probably just a game that somebody didn't want to play. It's Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. It is what it is. Prices on some games are starting to go up right now because it's almost Christmas time, so I will ship these all back off as soon as I can. Next, we have a CD. My sticker's not on the back, so this was brand new sealed, and got shipped back used. Now, I don't know exactly what this is going for, but we can look it up. We're going to look it up with our handy dandy Amazon app, and we are going to scan it in, and we're going to see exactly what this CD goes for. So, it has a decent rank, 130,000. It sells for $16 new, so I would make $9.37 after fees. And used, it's actually going for $10, $10.96, so I'd still make $5 on it. I'm going to send it back in, try to get my $5 out of it. It is what it is. I'm losing money in the long run because I had to ship it to the warehouse, I had to pay for the item, now I have to ship it back again. Kind of a pain, but returns happen, and I sell a lot more than just what gets returned to me. This is actually a very small return box. Normally, I got a whole bunch of different returns, but you know, it's okay. Right here we have a Joby GorillaPod, brand new sealed. My sticker's on the back with their sticker right over it. It's still sealed. You can see the staples up in the top are still there. Not sure why this got returned. Maybe the person just didn't want it after they ordered it, changed their mind. They shipped it back, got a refund. Package is in great condition, so this is a rare case of somebody buying it, not opening it, and actually returning it. I love when that happens because, I mean, I don't think you could sell this brand used, Joby. Maybe you can, but still, that happens a lot. A lot of items you have to either sell new or you can only sell used. And I'm happy to still have this new. That means I get the more money when I send it in. And the last item, guys, this one hurts me inside because I sold this for like $150 something. It's an iPod. Now, a small iPod Shuffle, why is this $150? Because it was brand new sealed. It had the Apple sticker on the top, and I remember this thing perfectly. I made sure everything was good on it. I even wiped off like any of the smudges and stuff that were on here. I wrapped it in some bubble wrap because I found this at a thrift store for $5. And I was super stoked about that. I made sure everything was good. I shipped it off and it's returned. Now, everything in here is still brand new. The iPod still has these little plastic clips on the side, still perfectly intact. The back wasn't open. Somebody decided to take off the Apple protective sticker that was brand new, open it up, probably did this, put it back, and said, oh, this is actually not the one I wanted, after they opened up an extremely expensive discontinued piece of electronics. So, kind of a big pain in the butt for me because now I have to sell this thing as used. I could sell it as used like new, that works, but I'm still not going to get the markup that I was able to get. It took a long time to sell also. This took months to sell because nobody's really looking for a new 1 GB iPod Shuffle, right? So what do I do about this? Well, the only thing I can do is send it back in, sell it as used, take a major cut on pay, and I get so many people on my YouTube channel and in real life, even my parents or friends saying, oh my gosh, people just do that? And I tell them, yeah, I mean, there's been lots of times where you go to the store, you buy something, you realize, oh, you don't want it, maybe you opened it, and you're like, well, I really want to return this and get my money back. People don't look at Amazon sellers usually as people running, you know, a small business and things like that. They look at it as the big corporation of Amazon. Oh, they could afford to take the loss on this. They could afford to take the loss on that and that. And it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks in that case. But there's not too much I can do about it personally besides call Amazon, complain about every single one of these returns that comes back in bad condition and say, hey, I don't want to do this. And that's just what you have to deal with working on somebody else's platform, whether you sell on eBay, whether you sell on Amazon. You can call and complain all you want, but you gotta take the returns no matter what. That's another question I get all the time, especially for eBay. Do you set your store for 30-day return, 15-day return? Do you say no returns? Never say no returns, because if somebody wants to return something, instead of doing it out of the goodwill to return it to get a refund, people are now going to say item not as described. People are going to say it's damaged, and maybe even damage the item. I've had that happen so many times, and I've heard of people doing it, which is crazy. People that will buy a shirt, they want to return it, the person doesn't accept returns, they'll cut a little hole in it. Oh, the shirt had a hole in it. Now you have a damaged piece of item. People are crazy out there, okay? So these are things that you really, really, really want to make sure you take care of. Take care of your customers. There's only so much you can do to prevent returns. And what I do, I try to make sure all my items are in great condition. If they're new, they're new. If they have anything at all. What I could do with this, and what I'm sure some sellers would do, which I would never do, put a little piece of tape right here, still say it's brand new. Well, if it's a collector and they know it's supposed to have a little Apple logo on the little piece of tape that was on here, like when I bought it, they will return it. And then I'm out more money again. And maybe that time, that person will actually open it up and mess with it. And then I'm really screwed. Always be honest with your buyers, your customers, and always be honest with yourself when you're doing this stuff. If you wouldn't like to get something if you bought something new you got it and it looks used, don't sell stuff like that. Only sell stuff that you'd like to get in the condition that you order it. That's my advice for the day. I got lots more videos coming out, guys. Going out to thrift stores, going to pawn shops, going to retail stores, finding all this inventory, guys. Q4 is insane. This is the time of year to be making all the money you can. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little rant, but more just going through my returns. It happens. I mean, I'm not going to get so worked up over it. Some of these suck, like a game that came back without a case. That's okay. I'll put it into a paper sleeve. I'll put it into a little CD case. And this, you know, it stinks, out of some money, but at least I could still sell it and get my money back. I've had way worse things happen. Remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School, signing out. See ya.